Coming up is part one of the course from makethattrack.com. As a member of our website, you get access to all the links, presets, samples and loops, and also project files, including MIDI, for all the tutorials on the site. Enjoy this free tutorial and be sure to check us out at makethattrack.com.
Hey guys, welcome to part one. In this video we're just going to be setting up our basic drum arrangement. And the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to import a bunch of audio clips or audio samples into a MIDI device so that we can create a drum pattern and also play a drum kit with a MIDI keyboard or MIDI controller. So the first thing we're going to want to do here is right click on this panel and choose Add Instrument Track. And then we're just going to choose this menu here and go to Drum and then Groove Agent. And this is just a native Cubase device. And we're going to hit Add Track. It's going to create a MIDI track and it's going to pop up the device here. So now we have just a grid of empty pads here that we can assign audio clips to. And then we can use this to create our pattern or play the kit with a MIDI keyboard. So right now they're all empty. And how to get some audio in here is we need to open up the pool window. So we'll go to Media, Open Pool Window. Just let me drag this over here. So this is where you can set up a bunch of custom folders that you want to use with Cubase. And to do so, all you have to do is right click on the audio folder that will already be here and choose Create Folder. And then you can create a bunch of custom folders. And then all you have to do from there is to just drag whatever clips you want to into your folders and they'll be ready to use. So I've already done this. So I'm going to open up Techno Tutorial and go into Drum Rack. I'm just going to load all these samples into Groove Agent. Let's go to Kick, drag kick in, snare, hi-hat, ride, and closed hi-hat. Okay, so now they're all in here, and if I click on them, you'll be able to hear the audio. And if you wanted to play this with a MIDI keyboard, you can see that each pad here has a corresponding note. So if you press C1 on your MIDI keyboard or MIDI controller, it would play the kick, and same goes for the rest of the pads. So let's close these two windows. And now we can start creating our basic drum pattern. So let's get a clip in here, and how to do that is right click, choose the pencil tool, and then we'll just draw in a clip. Then we can go back to the arrow and double click it, and it's going to open up the score editor. So now we can start drawing in some notes with MIDI, and if we remember, kick was set to C1, so I'm just going to go to the pencil tool, and I'm going to draw in some kicks. Okay, so now we have a kick for every beat. Okay, now let's get a snare on every second beat. All right, and we'll get a hi-hat on every upbeat. And we'll do the same for the ride. And the closed hat. And then I'm just going to make it a little bit more complex with the closed hat. So I'm going to draw in another note here. And then I'm going to change the volume by editing this little bar down here. Okay. And so what we can do now is select that, hold Alt to copy it, copy that over, and for the last bit here we'll add a third hit. Okay, so now we have this. Alright, so now we have our basic drum beat. but some of the sounds are a little bit louder than we'd like. So let's go back to Groove Agent, and in order to bring that back up, we click this piano icon. And now we can edit the volumes of each individual hit here. So I'm just going to turn down the hi-hat and the ride by using this knob here. Basically, we want our kick to be the loudest thing in our kit, and then the snare a close second. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. So now we have one instance of our clip, and if we want to repeat it, we can select it and press Controller Command and D to duplicate. So now let's get an audio clip in here. So we're going to go back to the pool window, and we're going to close drum rack. We're going to open up other percussion, and we're just going to drag tambourine in. We just drag it underneath the drum pattern that we already have, and it's going to create a new audio track here for us, and it's going to name it whatever the name of the clip was. So now I can duplicate that, and if I click on it, on the left, we'll have some options, among which are volume, and we can turn the volume down because I know this is going to be a little bit too loud. All right, moving on. Let's get another Groove Agent in here, and this time let's put in some toms. So we're going to add instrument track, go into drum, select Groove Agent, add track. Okay, and once again we're going to open pool window, drag the toms in. All right, and this time let's import some MIDI clip. So I'm just going to go to my MIDI folder. I'm just going to drag toms in, and we'll see that it creates the clip for us. Okay, so now let's take a listen to that. Okay, great. So now let's just round out our kit with a crash. So we'll open up our folders, drag crash in. And let's go ahead and turn that down because that's going to be loud. Okay, so now we have our basic drum arrangement set up. In the next video, we're going to be importing and working with some instruments. So I'll see you in the next video.
We hope you've enjoyed part 1 of this course. To continue, please go to the website and select a membership to suit your needs. Welcome to MakeThatTrack.com. At MakeThatTrack, we provide everything you need to make your favourite style of music from start to finish. Our Getting Started series will show a complete beginner where to start and what they need to do to start making music out of the box. Once the basics are grasped, you can learn how to make the genre of your choice with everything that you need in the process. Want to know how to make that elusive sound from your favourite producer's tracks? Check out our How to Make That Sound tutorials. We take the guesswork out and show you exactly what you need to do to get that sound within a few simple steps. With tips on arrangement, mixing, mastering and effects, you'll have everything you need to prepare your tracks to send to a record label and to play in the clubs. Get everything you need to make the music you love today.